Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel, Guidance Through Experience with Summerlee. In this video, I kind of want to talk about pulling yourself out of the darkness, or pulling yourself out of any bad situation. I call it darkness because to me, in my time period, it was pretty dark. It was pretty dark. And in this situation, let's say you're going through life and you come across crossroads. And you can have more than many experiences with crossroads. I mean, come on, it's life, right? Like, you can't expect to just go through life and not have shit happen to you. And you know how you can kind of just like do things to yourself, or like you're causing your own self destruction. Like it's like you're standing, you're in the middle of it, right? And you're just out here floating around, and you see in yourself do these messed up shit, and there's really no stopping you. It's like you're not connected with yourself in that situation, so it's like you're watching yourself self-destruct. And for me, I kind of got into a real dark place with it, self-guilt, and also with battling addictions. I had a real hard time with my emotions, keeping them in check, keeping them, balanced out. And I suffered from addiction and codependency with that, and a little bit of depression and anxiety, right? Well, who doesn't? Who doesn't have a little bit of that shit going on, right? So, but I guess that's how everybody's story starts out. But in this particular situation, I was well aware of what I was doing to myself and to the people around me. And for the life of me, I couldn't grasp the edge of the darkness. I was in it for so long, and it was like I was floating in it, and it's just like, yeah, I know what I gotta do, but I don't have the feeling or the or the urge or the self-awareness, self-worth to stop all this self-destructive shit, right? So loving yourself through the darkness is one of the most important things I believe is needed in any situation. And it's a whole lot easier said than done, especially if you're someone like me who really has just been self-doubt her whole life, right? Like constantly second guessing herself and never feeling good enough, or always knowing that there was something there that was special, but you just didn't cut it. You're just shy of it, right? That was me for the longest time. And on this journey, it got to the point to where I had to go through some really, really fucked up situations. Excuse me, I do cuss. I'm working on it, but if you don't like it, then you might want to just kind of hop off the channel, because I do tend to say a couple words, throw in the F-bomb here and there, So, but like, you put yourself in these fucked up situations, and not feeling the self-worth or loving yourself through this can make it so much worse. So much worse. You think you got a grasp on things, and you think you got a hold on it. You're really sure telling yourself that, regardless of all the bullshit around you, but then you're really just deeper, just fucking yourself up even more. Because of this, and because of this, because your head and your heart's not balanced. You know that you're a good person, but you don't feel it, or you don't see it, and you let the guilt battle you down or weigh you down, and you're just battling with guilt constantly. All about accepting your truths, man, and getting to that point to where you can at least love yourself through the darkness is you're making the first step out. That's what this video is about here. And I'm pretty sure there's millions of people out there who's had similar experiences just like me. There's hundreds, thousands of people, and it's sad. It's so horrible, but battling from addiction, battling from depression and anxiety and codependency issues and emotional issues, and then nobody ever understands them, and they feel like they have to be one way or another way, or I'm a shitty person for this, or I did fucked up things because of this, and then it gets it worse. And then what people are not realizing, that when people are in a situation like that, 9 times out of 10, they have no self-worth. Okay? None. And if I'm talking to one of you, just one person out there who is like, she's got I'm telling you right now, love yourself. Love yourself first. Because the only way you're ever going to get a peek at the light is if it starts with you. You can't expect, and I know it's cliche, right? I've heard it plenty of times. When I was going through my shit, that's the last fucking thing I wanted to hear. Love myself? If you fucking think I love myself, would you think I'd be out here getting the next high? No. Okay, so nobody going through that shit wants to hear that, right? Exactly. I know that. I get it. 100% I get it. Change starts with you, right? We all know this. It's the big step. But really, you're going to have to go through a breaking point. You're going to have to get yourself to that breaking point to where you're like, hey, I know I'm fucking shitty right now. I know I'm doing some fucked up shit, making bad choices. But where's the love at for myself? How can you expect all these people around me to love me or see my worth when you don't even see it yourself? Now this is from my experience. I am a mother of 3 beautiful children. 2 boys and a baby girl. I battled constantly for the longest. In the beginning of this, I'm going to say in the last 3 years is me coming out of my darkness. I battled so long looking at my children and like, I'm not worth it. I'm not worth it. Now, keep in mind, I have been sober 3 years now, still going strong, and it's still a journey for me, but when you're in a situation like that, and it doesn't even have to be addiction, it could be honestly just depression, or you could just be going through life and then all of a sudden it hits you like, oh my God, I don't even want to get out of bed right now. Like in that middle, in those moments, you're not loving yourself, you're hating yourself, you're putting yourself down, or you're not, you see there's no point, right? And that was me. I looked at my beautiful babies and I was just like, no. And then I would bury that and I'm like, no, man, boss up, Summer. Boss up a little bit, get your butt up off, brush it off. You got shit you gotta do, you gotta handle your shit, right? So that's how I would push myself through it, but still there for the longest time, I was still battling that in my head. Lack of sleep. Horrible amounts of not sleeping when I could, but I couldn't. I was laying there constantly battling over how fucking shitty I was that day or what I didn't do, when all in all, I was actually great. You are stronger than you think. The darkness, it tends to blind us, right? It tends to blind us, and the self-hate and the guilt tends to just blind us from actually what's really going on, And it took me forever, man. I want to say, I never thought I'd see today where I'd be sitting right here talking to you guys. I always knew something like this could happen, but I didn't know what it was. When something hit me, it was just like, wake up. Get out of that. But I kept, and I'm a Scorpio, so I tend to go deep and into depths and things, and I have to know more and more and more. So as I'm sitting here for years battling with this shit with myself, I'm like, no. And then I had to go through a recent, heartbreak here, owning your self-truth, guys. Really, that is what really opened it up 100% for me. Owning your self-truth, no matter what it is, no matter how bad you think it is, or how wrong or how uncomfortable it makes you feel, or whatever. If it's something that you hold dear and you're not telling anyone or anything, If you own that for yourself, self-truth and self-awareness is the key, and self-love is always the key. Loving yourself through the darkness. Now, it takes a lot. It takes a long time to get to this point. But that's what I'm here for. That's what I want to be here for. I want to be here to help talk anybody through it. But I just felt like this is all around experience. It's not without going into too much detail and the blah blah boo bullshit, you know. The line of what a lot of people go through. A lot of people go through, and they feel alone. They feel like nobody understands them. At least I know I did. I sheltered myself away from the world, which, I mean, I really had no choice because I, stay at home mom. I had to do that. And it was a blessing, don't get me wrong. It's a blessing to be home with my children. But at the same time, I still needed something for myself. But in this transition of trying to maintain my sobriety and figure out what it is that I really want, or who I really am, or what my self-worth is, there's some self-destructive paths that I had to go down. And I went down. And like in the beginning of the video when I was talking about being on the outer side of it, it's like you're in it and you're floating and you see yourself doing this destructive shit because you're not loving yourself. So it's like, well, fuck yeah. Why not? But really deep down you have to find acceptance. It starts with you, really. It really starts with you to get your self-love back. And there's no way to tell you how. There's no right or wrong in doing it, or no time limit. It just, one of the main things to just try to remember that I didn't realize until at the very end of my journey is that self-love is the key. No matter how many times you hear it from somebody, or how cliche it is, or going through one or another. I've been there and I've done that. I'm all with you on that one. It really is key. It really, really is key. Find something about yourself, that one truth, even if it's a little, sorry if you hear the crying. My daughter, it's bedtime and she's fussy, but that's life. But just find that one truth about yourself to keep you grounded, and grow from it. And find the true definition of yourself. If you're really trying for yourself and you're really wanting change for yourself, or light in this darkness, just love yourself through it. Okay? At least just try. Just try. And like I said, I know it's easier said than done. I know it's like I've been here, done that. She's saying the same shit this other person said. I'm not saying it's not there. I'm not saying I don't get it. I'm just saying I understand. I understand where you're coming from. I understand how you feel. And I'm here to talk about it if you would like to. Or just shed some light on it in my guidance through it. Or get some guidance through my experience. Because, everybody handles their situations differently. Everybody handles it, but there's always that one part or one point of common ground that you can connect with on somebody, and that's, you wouldn't be doing this shit to yourself, or if you suffer from just a straight depression, that is a medical condition that people need to start taking seriously. But what I'm saying is, like, if you are battling with addiction, or that you're in this darkness of anything, and letting emotions get the best of you, or any situation that you feel like you cannot come out of, and it's got to do with self-worth, just remember to love yourself first, and then you can start getting that self-worth back. It'll just start flowing in, man. It'll just start coming in, at least from experience. It did with me. And here I am. You ask anybody who knows me, I'm quick to act like I got a little bit of confidence, but I know that for a while I did not have no self-worth. And I never thought I'd be here. I never thought I'd see the day that I felt it 100% and could sit here and talk to anyone about it, because it's 100% the truth. Because that is one thing about me now. I might have lied in the past and done some fucked up shit in the past, but now it's all truth and honesty from here on out, and I couldn't even lie if I wanted to now. It's like this whole journey, I just feel like I would be deceitful to myself. Why cause me that extra stress? That makes sense. Getting a little off topic here, but that's basically what I want to do here is just talk, get comfortable, feel safe. I just want to shed a little light on my experience there, and you know, self-love. Love yourself through the darkness. It's hard, yes, but you're a whole lot stronger than you think. We are a whole lot stronger than we tend to think at moments like that, when we really think we can't go no further, or we're weak, or we're not strong enough. We really are. We really are a whole lot stronger than we think. You just gotta have a little bit more faith in yourself. It starts with you. It really does start with you. Just don't give up. Don't give up. Never give up. It's okay to get down. It's okay to have setbacks. Just don't ever give up on yourself, because you are loved. Someone somewhere out there loves you. And you love yourself, so you can start accepting love from others, And at the end of the day, if that's all you don't want that from anybody else, you're going to want it from yourself, because you stuck with you for the rest of your life, man. So let's try to make this experience a good one.